Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the perfect structure for your online course that makes you a ton of money and gets your clients and customers great results. Let's get into it. Firstly, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Penberthy. I'm the founder of AdClients.com, where we help you create, launch, and scale your courses and your coaching programs. And I'm pleased you're here. Listen, you may have this issue right now. You are trying to create an online course or maybe even a coaching program, and you're wondering how to structure the deliverables, right? You know you want to have some training included, but you know you want to have some access to you for questions, but you don't want to overdo it because you don't want to have this impede on your lifestyle, or you're forever doing Q&A calls and one-to-ones, and then you hit a ceiling and you can't scale. All these questions are perhaps coming into your mind. Well, I teach this in one of my high-ticket coaching groups in detail. And what I want to do right now is just take an excerpt of that and share with you the bare bones structure for what I think works really, really well for an online course or a training program. And what I want to do in this video is share with you the bare bones structure for creating an online course or a training program that is scalable, meaning you can get as many people onto that as you possibly can and still provide an amazing experience. But at the same time, on the client side, on the customer side, they are absolutely loving it as well and getting huge value for money and getting a result. So let's get straight into it. There's a few things that you want. And the first piece is you actually want the training program itself. And you might say, well, John, of course I do. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about putting together a course. Well, we're going to have some other stuff in here. There's going to be other elements to this that's going to add to the value and add to the results they get. But at its core, we want to build this around training. Perhaps you're watching this and you're a coach and you're used to doing one-on-one coaching. Well, that's not a scalable model. So what you're going to want to do is take all of that stuff that repetitively you would share with someone, right? That every time you have a one-to-one call with a new client or a new customer, the same stuff comes up, right? It's your knowledge, but you're having to deliver it yourself every single time. We're going to take all of that and we're going to structure it into a training program. Now, how big should this be? Well, this is relative to your industry, your topic, how much you've got to teach, but I will share with you this. We're looking for about 6 modules, okay? About 6 modules of training with a few lessons in each, I found is something of the perfect structure. Now, does that mean that 4 is too small? Does it mean that 10 is too big? Not necessarily. But on average, I think 6 is nice. If you start to creep into the 7, 8, 9, 10 modules, your training seems too big, it seems too daunting, and you'll find that some of your customers won't ever even go through it. If you have 2 modules of training, it doesn't feel like it's big enough. It doesn't sound like there's enough training. So breaking it up into 6 modules works really, really well. And there's really 3 other things that you want to have to accompany this. The next thing is a Facebook group. Because what you want to do is start creating a feeling of community around your training program so they can interact with other members in the group. So having a Facebook group works really well. Now, this is a really cool piece, is you want to have a weekly coaching call, okay? Now, this is a group call, happens every week, and all of your customers of your course can join that call and ask questions and get interaction from you. Now, what's really cool about this is whether you have 1 person in your program or 100 people in your program, your time commitment is still the same, right? You run it for an hour every week. So you can service loads of clients and it's not a drain on your time and it's not impeding your lifestyle. If you've got specific questions on, well, how do I run the weekly call and what do I say, how do I do it, that stuff that is beyond just a simple YouTube video, you may want to inquire about becoming a client of ours, because this is the stuff that we can walk you through in detail. I'm giving you the skeleton of it right now. So we've got weekly call, and finally is we're looking at any resources that we can provide, okay? Anything that we can take from our training that we can, I'm gonna make up a word here, documentize. I like that too, actually. It's got a ring to it. Can you Google it quick? Is that a word? Is that a word? Documentize. We're gonna try and create documents out of anything that we've got.
Documentize.
Documentize. It's a word. Oh, all right. Well, anyway. So anything in our training that we think we can maybe make a checklist out of, or an accompanying resource, some kind of written notes, any other resources is the final thing that's really good to have in here. And again, at its bare bones, That is the structure of a really good course that provides a great service. Your customers will love it, but it's scalable. So hopefully this video has given you some food for thought and it's been helpful. And if it has, go ahead and hit the like button, drop me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We put out a couple new videos like this every single week. And finally, if you do want our help, not just with structuring your course, but how you launch your course very quickly, how you can use something called pre-selling to get a course like this out into the marketplace in days, not months or years. Ultimately, if you know that you've got an idea in your head that is worth something and you want help to get that out, I've got an amazing free training that I think you'll really enjoy, where I walk you through how I've launched all of my courses and generated over $10 million as a result. Click the link in the description box and you can register for that training. I think you'll absolutely love it. And with that, I'll see you in a future video.